We all know that Mike Tyson has been an amazing boxer with skillful knockout techniques that make him the beast of boxing. He is called Iron Mike for a good reason. After Muhammad Ali, he is the only boxer that has taken boxing knockout techniques to a whole new level. In this episode, we'll see the 5 fights when Mike Tyson looked truly invincible. July 1986. Mike Tyson vs. Marvis Frazier.
Marvis Frazier, despite his 1983 one-round knockout loss to then-champion Larry Holmes, remains a marketable name in the heavyweight division. But here, the spotlight falls most directly on 20-year-old Mike Tyson, whose public appeal grows every time he fights. Here now is a quick update on what has happened with Tyson since his string of 19 straight knockouts ended with a 10-round decision over James Tillis on Wide World of Sports. The late and legendary trainer Cus D'Amato was the only real father figure Mike Tyson ever knew. Marvis Frazier's father, ever present in his life, is one of the most famous names in heavyweight boxing.
What can I say? They're great fighters, but they're also theatrical. You know what I mean? And that's great when people look at fighters who have the reputation of being like, their stereotype as being just straight ahead, you know, just fighting and that's all. And these guys, you see guys like this, flamboyant and everything, and it catches your fancy, you know what I mean? But with me, it's not my nature to be a friendly guy.
You have a father training you, there's that tense emotion that you're always trying to do best for your father. But then on the other hand, you know, you always have that encouragement to keep you going when times seem kind of hard for you.
Joe keeps a watchful eye on his son, as his father did for him back in Beaufort, South Carolina. It's a special responsibility.
That's a broad word, man. What you said, father. It's like, you know, there's a lot of daddies in the world today.
This fight is notable for being the quickest knockout victory of Tyson's professional career, lasting only 30 seconds.
To be contended with wins, as we saw earlier, over the likes of Quick Tillis and Bone Crusher Smith. He can fight. The reason I and a lot of other people don't think
the referee does not scoring on the round system, supplemental 4-point scoring system if the rounds wind up even, and the 3 knockdown rule is in effect.
Very, very quickly. Uppercut, and Marvis is hurt.
Frazier is down. Joe Cortez moves in to have a look, and he's going to stop the fight. Ferguson, the first time you saw him here on ABC Sports.
Watch the uppercut, the right uppercut.
We're going to show handle this kind of an attack.
You see that stiff left hand, that jab that Mike has not shown too much. The jab backed Marvis up into the corner. A second jab kept him there for those right uppercuts. Michael, give me first your reaction to the fight.
The fight, I was confident. I trained real hard with my trainer, Kevin Rooney, who I owe a great deal to. And I came out and I was confident. I knew the fight. I felt it deep in my heart. I was going to stop him in the first round.
Did you know from watching tapes of him that you could hit him with the uppercut?
No, that's my favorite punch. And I watched the time, and I knew from my trainer telling me as he throws his punches, he bends down. And I knew that would be perfect for my uppercut. I planned on working the body more, but I saw the opportunity, and it looked too good to go away.
Of the 3 champions, who would you like to fight, and why?
I'd fight anybody my trainer put me in with, because I'm confident I could beat any fighter in the world.
What do you think of the 3 champions?
They're all good fighters, because you have to be a good fighter. You can't take nothing away from them to become the champion. But I'm confident, I'm ready, and I'm ready when my trainer tells me.
May 1987. Mike Tyson vs. Pinkland Thomas.
WBA, WBC heavyweight champion Mike Tyson tries to make a better show of it than that embarrassment of last March. We'll examine the boring hugging match with James Bone Crusher Smith. The challenger is former WBC champion Pinkland Thomas, whose hard road back to this title shot is wrought with controversy. 2 determined fighters trying to reestablish their dominance in the heavyweight division. A 20-year-old freight train meets a 29-year-old former champion given his last chance for glory.
I'd rather be knocked out than go to a fight like that, have to hold and, you know, show people that show them that your emotions, that you're frightened and intimidated.
And I want to perform because the last fight, the Tyson and Bone Crusher fought was a waltz. And I don't plan to do the walls.
Anybody that takes the Bone Crusher Smith fight seriously and looks at it and say, well, this is Mike Tyson at his best, and this is the fighter that I expect to fight when I fight Mike Tyson, they're going to be in for a lot of trouble.
I think that Tyson's so used to going in and racking guys on the chin and knocking them cold and walking away. I think Smith just proved the point that, the kid is not invincible.
I'm always there to fight. I'm always there to give the people their money's worth.
He holds both the belts. So I respect him. I have to respect him because he's a champion. But the night of the fight, after the bell ring, I have no respect for him at all.
Let's talk about second things first. And the second thing, the fight between Mike Tyson and Pinklon Thomas. And perhaps the biggest question about the fight, which Pinklon Thomas will show up? The one that beat Tim Witherspoon for the title impressively, or the one who's been unimpressive in his last 4 starts?
Well, Barry, believe it or not, I expect to see the real Pinklon Thomas. I think Thomas's biggest handicap is the fact that his consistency as far as his attitude and his concentration in the ring. In the past, he's always concentrated on other things outside the ring. Tonight, against Mike Tyson, I'm expecting he's going to concentrate and use the jab.
Thomas was the number 1 in WBC and the number 3 in WBA ratings.
New York, and as he put it, I got my head chopped off by Kevin Rooney, his trainer. So we'll see if he learned anything, and we'll see what he brings to this dance.
And you see that he has no robe.
Okay, Tyson, Thomas, you're going to box for 12 rounds. You know the rules of boxing. Avoid using any kinds of foul. Don't throw any punches during the break. Is that understood? Seconds come out fighting.
Will self-preservation.
Tyson is a 2-beat fighter. What he means by that is he comes in, he feigns left, he feigns right. There's a big left hand.
And one of those punches is going to land. The left hook there.
The jab go.
Well, I stated earlier, the key to this punch for Pinklon Thomas, it breaks your rhythm. The jab breaks the rhythm.
Another big left hand. Thomas is hurt. Left hand. Rarely do you see Tyson throw only...
There's the uppercut.
And a big left hand right on the jaw of Pinklon Thomas. Thomas is in all kinds of trouble. Still 30 seconds to go in the round. Said he...
Watch your head.
Second only to that of Sonny Liston.
Pace. He needs to pick his pace up a little bit, like he did just then.
Mike Tyson's a rhythm here. And I think really starting to confuse Mike Tyson a little bit, right? He scored with that uppercut.
Pinklon Thomas, no question at you. It's like he has such strong music that the other guy dances to win it is do it your way.
There was a big uppercut by Tyson.
And the way he's doing his way.
And a left hand, and that staggered Thomas. And a right hand behind it. Thomas in trouble again. And now Tyson moves in for the kill. 2 uppercuts and a left hand. Thomas trying to hold on. Serious trouble. And down he goes. It's over. It is over. Thomas did not make it by the count of 10.
The winner by a TKO and still WBC, WBA heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
And let's go up to Larry Merchant now, who is with the winner, Mike Tyson. Larry?
Good fight, man. Good fight. Thank you. You're a great fighter also. It's my pleasure to give you a shot at the title, but you deserve it. Answer this question, brother.
Let me start again. It looked like it was much tougher than it was supposed to be up until the end.
Of course, but I saw in something in previous fights he would get tired, and I said if I knock him out early when he's tired, he won't have no defense, and it'll be spectacular. And I knew he would get tired somewhere around the 7th round, because I saw in the last 2 fights he was gasping for a little air.
Well, I was impressed with the fact that Mike Tyson all of a sudden went back to what got him there. Power, relentless pressure, and not letting up. I think sometimes Mike, in the past, have become too cautious. But his biggest factor is staying aggressive and being tenacious.
May 1986. Mike Tyson versus Mitch Green.
Ray, the legend of Mike Tyson The man might have just become a little bit more mortal. He went 10 rounds with James Quick Tillis. What's the pressure like on him? You went through pretty much the same thing.
I tell you, Bert, I would prefer to fight an opponent than to deal with the pressure. It's really tough because, see, the fans, high expectations when they celebrate a fight like a Mike Tyson. It's every day because everyone critiques you in a different way. It happened to me when I first turned professional. Everyone expected me to be champion. I did become champion. For Mike Tyson, I'm impressed with the fact he's only 19 years old and very composed.
Well, if he doesn't pose a real threat to Tyson, he definitely poses a challenge. He's definitely the toughest character that Tyson has been put in with yet. And by that I mean just a tough guy off the street. How tough? Well, he asked to fight Mike Tyson. The last time we had that, Trevor Berbick asked to fight Pinklin Thomas. We thought he was crazy, and he went on to pull up a 7-1 upset. Well, Ray, you were talking to him about that.
Mike Tyson pressured Green throughout the whole match, delivered some smashing blows to the head and body, and won a unanimous decision at Madison Square Garden.
The experience for Tyson, or whether it exposed a weakness, he's always going to have to fight to overcome.
They said, both of them said, that he didn't double up. He just was a little bit lazy, especially in the later rounds. So we'll see what he does about that against Mitch Green.
Well, Mike Tyson told me the fact he was somewhat a little reluctant to go full steam because he was going 10 rounds. I had that same experience when I fought my first 10 round in Baltimore. It's similar to Joe Frazier. Always aggressive, right in front of his man. Now we see some head movement by Mike Tyson.
That was about a 3-punch.
That Mitch Green makes is the fact that he doesn't close down your maneuverability. To really frustrate a fighter.
Good left,
Mike Tyson. Tyson's arms are shorter, so he's able to throw quicker shots. There's the left hook I was talking about.
The last fight that Tyson had against Tillis, and what a shot. That is an awesome shot.
That was just a jab. You have to appreciate hands high. He works his way in.
That was a right hook. Can be learned in talking to some of the people he fought.
Look at here.
Just laughing at him. And Green seems to me, Ray, to be doing all the wrong things.
That's very good body movement.
Next round, he's getting tired. You got to throw punches.
At full speed. Look at here, you can tell that he is not concerned about going the distance. Throwing those shots, combinations.
Trying to tie Tyson up, and a couple of good shots by Mitch Green. His best rally of the fight right here.
Look here. No.
He's caught Tyson 4 or 5 times, and Tyson, for the first time, seems a little bit puzzled by Tyson. Tyson said one time, he said, "I understand anatomy."
Here again.
Oh, what a left hand. That seems to be something that runs through all of Mike Tyson's opponents, that they all...
You're going to see a very aggressive Mike Tyson.
Another day in the classroom. Big left hand to end things.
For the winner, for his 21st straight win and as many fights, Mike Tyson.
Your first fight here in the big room at the Garden, were you satisfied with it?
Oh, most definitely. I don't want to sound rudish or anything. I didn't want to knock him out or anything. I wanted to put a lot of pressure on him and make him decide himself whether to give up or not. He wouldn't get knocked out, because if he get hit on the chin, he can't see the punch, and he would say, "Oh, I didn't see the punch, I got knocked out." So I left it up to himself, and as I must say, I must take my hat off. He's a very tough individual.
That's a little bit odd. You're saying you didn't want to knock him out because you hit him some awfully tough punches for a guy who didn't want to knock the other guy out.
Well, they were tough punches, but they weren't devastating punches. They were rugged punches, boom. Because I knew he was a professional, and if he would have went down from the punches, that would have been the fact that he gave it up.
May 1986. Mike Tyson versus James Tillis. Tillis was the first man to go to the distance with the prime Mike Tyson in 1986.
81 and 20 years old on June 30, and eclipsed Floyd Patterson as the youngest heavyweight champion of all time if he wins the title anytime before May 5, 1988. On the round system with supplemental point scoring in case of a draw. 3 knockdown rule is in effect. No standing 8 count. Not acquitted himself too badly, as he has managed to stay away from Tyson's thunderbolts, although he just took a right hand.
Most people in boxing, if they're looking for a way to beat Mike Tyson, believe it will be done by a fighter till he's knocked down 2 of them. Out with it, but he will wear him down and bring his hands down so he can land punches to the head.
He got through the guard around the face, and there's a right hand as Tyson continues to land, and round 2 ends.
He is keeping his distance. He's trying to learn how to box with James. Remember against Jesse Ferguson that look at the hand speed by Tyson. This is an important learning experience for Mike Tyson. He's going to have to be able to handle a quick Tillis to get to the top even. He is right now. And Tillis is making the mistake of trying to trade with Mike.
Hooks missed slightly for Tyson. Look how low he gets to duck under those punches.
He was distracted before he got punched. Again, he lunges in. It gets caught.
The left hand drops Tillis onto the seat of his pants as round 4 is coming to a close.
I'm not so sure that his left... I don't think that was a punch. The knockdown punch was he gave a half-hearted effort at that combination we talked about, the right to the body and the right uppercut, but he didn't land it. Didn't land punch. There are 2 ways of looking at what Mike is doing.
Where they called him Dark Gable. There's a right hand by Tyson. And the uppercut ahead. Tillis landed a left. Didn't seem to faze Tyson at all. We will stay here between rounds, as it is Tillis who tries to flurry at the end of rounds.
In his previous 19 fights, and he doesn't appear at this point to be going all out to satisfy them.
It will be interesting to see how Mike reacts to this. Closing with a flurry. The bell is going to sound. Big smile on the face of Bo Williford as he steps into the for 19-year-old Mike Tyson. Moved the record now to 19, or make it 20 wins, no losses, 19 of them by knockout.
Mike, your reaction to your performance?
Well, I thought myself it was the best performance in the sense that I went 10 rounds and I don't feel tired at all, but I was just a little leery about going to 10 rounds. Even though I was sure I could go, but I just was a bit leery about going there. And now that I know I can go to 10 rounds, I fought a guy that people don't understand was up for this fight. To the best of his life, he was in the greatest shape of his life, and he was prepared to fight.
June 1986. Mike Tyson versus Reggie Gross. Gross was most famously stopped in 1 round by Mike Tyson, in an exciting but brief bout where he took the fight to the feared contender.
You see Gross landing some punches there. And see how wild he is? He's wide open now to the left. And watch it. He fakes, moving the body, moving the trunk around. One on with a uppercut, and now he's wide open for left hook. There he is, right there. The outstretched right arm. The left hook nailed him, and that fight was virtually over there. See Tyson moving the trunk, moving the body. No blows, really landed very heavy. But look great, that uppercut did land, and he landed one one more right hand, but not too heavy. Now look for the opportunity. Tyson is mad now, and he shows it by dropping Reggie Gross with a vicious left hook to the head. After that, Gross was able to get up a different angle for you.
Johnny Lobianco stopped the contest at 2 minutes and 36 seconds of the first round. The winner is still undefeated, Mike Tyson.
Thanks for watching this video until the end. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and watch the new episodes about the legends of the past.